on yoga philosophy in the ancient texts. Swadhyaya, or self-study, was the path of yoga practitioners in those early days because there were no yoga studios, mats, or formalized trainings. Yoga was not widely available, was often misunderstood, and practitioners were seen as cultish or weirdos, especially in Black communities. During my householder years, I focused on the approach of jnana yoga to seek knowledge, and this anchored me throughout years of turbulence and contraction in my adulthood as a mother, wife, worker, and embodied Black woman. Yoga taught me how to manage my emotions, moods, mental agitation, and physical being. When I looked back into the lives of my mother and grandmother as I sought my own wellness, I saw they had absolutely nothing to do with the yoga on the mat, but demonstrated a more elevated practice of how to live yoga, not do yoga. I co-founded Black Yoga Teachers Alliance, BIDA, a nonprofit membership organization with the primary intention to support the educational and professional development of Black yoga teachers, and to serve as a catalyst to connect Black yoga teachers with opportunities to train, teach, and travel. Since its inception in 2016, BIDA has become an institutionalized voice in the broader yoga community to elevate the presence of Black yoga teachers and practitioners in the yoga world, and fulfills an unmet need to increase the diversity of those who teach and practice yoga in the United States, and to elevate our voices in the unfolding yoga narrative. The historical legacy of yoga practice among Black people in the United States lies at the foundation of BIDA. It was important to know when and how yoga reached Black people, who had been restricted from full participation in American society, from the initial introduction of yoga in the United States by Swami Vivekananda in 1893 to the vibrant, expanding, and emerging numbers of Black yoga teachers today. We have a responsibility to identify, appreciate, incorporate, and disseminate the myriad self-care practices rooted in our history and the practices of our ancestors. My research was compiled in a short documentary, The Uncommon Yogi, A History of Blacks in Yoga in the U.S., which was made widely available on YouTube to anyone who might be interested in a historical perspective that filled an information void. The 31-minute documentary has been viewed worldwide and has served as a resource for yoga teachers, scholars, and practitioners. I am deeply grateful for the scholarship of Dr. Stephanie Y. Evans, whose research in Black women's yoga history, Memoirs of Inner Peace, has revealed the healing and wellness practices of African American women ages 50, 70, and older, so that we can share this history and these practices with our daughters and their daughters and those to come in the future. These important narratives underscore that for these women, self-care can come in many forms: yoga, meditation, quilting and sewing circles, harvesting and canning foods together, and supporting each other and their communities with child and elder care. These ways of being, joining, and sharing, though not always systematically codified or categorized, were their wellness practices. The things they did that kept them sane in spaces where they were not always able to live fully free and fully human. Dr. Evans's work is part of the continuum of narratives that unveil the hidden gems and treasures of self-care practices by elder Black women, some under considerable social and political duress, and how they managed to stand tall, endure, and continue to lead full productive lives. The narratives shared are rich in the inherent wisdom expressed in the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual wellness of Black women. These powerful stories from the past serve to inspire Black women to evolve, aspire, and ascend to a higher consciousness for living as healthy, wholesome, and productive beings. I thank Dr. Evans with deep appreciation for reminding me of a self-care practice I learned from my mother and grandmother: to live life with sthira and sukham, or steadiness and ease, which is fundamental to the practice of yoga.